Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to Versus Season 2 here on Two Player Co-op. As always, I'm your host here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Shawan.
How we doing?
Fantastic. Good to be back.
Good to be back indeed.
So we did the first season of Versus. Everybody seemed to like it. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we were debating what we wanted to do for our second season of content here. And instead of thinking too much about it, we said, you know what, we've got some ideas for what we want to do for Versus Season 2. Let's just go ahead and do it. In Season 2, we're going to be focusing on sequels. Hopefully you watched the trailer. Hopefully you got a good kick out of it. There's some little teases in there if you paid attention, if you know what I'm saying. So we're not going to give everything away, but we are going to be focusing on sequels this time in our Versus matchups. With all that out of the way, I say let's get right into the game, Sean.
Let's do it. We're starting it out with a banger.
Contra versus Super C. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. Contra on a Nintendo Entertainment System. Hey, I did it! We have good memories of this. We played the hell out of this game. I don't know what else to say, really. Our mom was not happy when Santa got it for us.
Christmas 1989.
Oh, sorry, I got the machine gun.
This is when I first realized I was better at video games than Kevin.
It took you this long? Well, I guess this was...
Well, this is the first video
pretty
graphic
early,
proof.
Yeah. But yes, our first Let's Play ever was on Contra. With
before Let's Plays were a thing.
Yeah, with Mom recording us on a big old,
shoulder...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that was you're better than me at video games, but you just died first. Ooh, spread. Go, Sean, go.
I can't.
You can't get there. Go. I don't want that.
I can't. No,
you're really
not even close. But I'll take it.
I don't. You want Fury? Is it Fury or is it Fire?
I think it's Fire.
No! Okay. I think we always called it Fury as kids, and I don't really know why. I still maintain that
I was just about to bring this up.
We've beaten this game without dying. I maintain that, or Randy and I did, or something. I might be crazy.
I'm not gonna say that it can't be done. Like, I'm sure if we just sat down and said, let's beat this game without dying, and you took the care to do it, I'm sure it could be done. But I don't think.
But this is not. And it's not a game that. Oh no! I did not want the laser. This is not a game that you take your laser. That you take your time with. This is a run and gun. This is the first run and gun game. Really not. I don't know if it's ever created, but it's. Oh dang it!
So but it's for beating it without dying.
Yeah, but it's the most popular.
I'm not paying attention.
It's the one that popularized the genre, as it were, as it shall be, and as it is written.
That gun looks like a middle finger every time.
Oh, I forgot you push down and jump and you go down. All right, hold on, Kevin. Get it together. Now we're at the first boss, right over here. Yep. Yeah. Now you gotta get back here. Come crumbling down. Yo, that was some good jumping mass right there. I'm gonna go back here. Oh yeah, you can just pepper it.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna go like, that was stupid. That was dumb. Should have let the guy with the spread just do it, but I didn't.
That's it for level 1. So, I went through a majority of my life. Like, it was probably just 2 years ago, maybe, that I realized how, not to disparage this game at all, but how good and how much better the original, like the arcade version of this game is.
I don't know that I've ever actually played it. I thought about getting it on PS4.
I don't know that I've ever played it either, but just looking at it, it just looks beautiful compared to this. And the character, Billy and Lance, look different. They're not just palette swaps.
Right.
Like, they both have red hair, and then on the start screen, they have blonde and black hair. Like, they're not even trying.
Right.
But...
And it's more vertical also. Like it was one of those arcade cabinets where the screen was a vertical. I mean, you played left to right, but it was a higher up screen.
I always thought those guys looked like the Riddler.
Yep.
Well, not always, because it was before the movie came out.
But once it came out,
yeah, Jim Carrey's the Riddler.
Well, that was stupid. Interesting that thing doesn't kill you.
Yeah, just
Oh, I forgot about the grenades.
Oh, he throws like little Tylenols at you.
It's Dr. Mario. Oh, I need to stop dying. So I didn't want it. I don't want to be a pirate.
So am I Billy or Lance?
You're Lance.
I like these those fights.
Jeez.
They only have 30 lives.
Well, and this is what it's Like I think it was Colin and Dagan might have been talking about this, that it's not even, this game isn't really even supposed to be played with 3 lives. Like, it's just too difficult for that, you know? It just was never meant to, whoa. Yeah, okay. This is what happens. This is why I always blame, when I'm bad at video games on here, I blame it's because I talk so much. Oh, I didn't think that was gonna get me. Dang it.
So what is that? Is that it
It's
kind
a
of
big
like a
snake
frog with
alien
his mouth
thing.
open,
Yeah.
with a blue thing in his mouth?
Got it. That's what I always assumed it was, a snake kind of thing.
You take that elevator, I'll take this elevator.
What do you think so far?
It's exactly what I remember. We've probably beaten this game. There's a chance I've beaten this game more than any other game in the history of video games.
Yes. Some of those times with
Like, gun to my head, if I had to pick one game that I've beaten more than any other game, I would probably pick this one.
Yeah.
And I like my odds there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like, I don't think they're... Well, honestly, if it's not this, it's probably Contra 3.
Oh,
Just
really?
because I played it so much with Brent. Like,
That's you if you want.
this game and Contra 3, I almost feel like there's never been a time where I've started the game and didn't beat it.
Right.
Like, I played it until I beat it every time.
As opposed to hardcore, for crying out loud.
Oh, right, where I die in the first level. every
Right.
time.
It's gonna be sorry. It's gonna be fun to go back back and play Super C, because Super C, I mean, it's on the NES Classics. You'd think I'd play it more than I have, but it's one of those things where I just haven't played it that much because it's just we didn't own it. First of all, we only had Contra 1, but it's just not. It's just in my memory, it's just not as good. So we'll see. So what is the shield lets you take 1 hit before you die?
I guess. I thought it was just invincibility until it ran out.
off.
But maybe it... Yeah, see, now it's gone. I don't think I got hit.
What? I didn't.
No, you can't. Watch out for the scuba diver there, sitting totally
Zora.
still in a waterfall somehow.
Well, I mean, these are some high quality craftsmanship. Scuba Steve! I need that! I died. That was
They seem to be, unless we just suck, they seem to be a little more stringent with the power-ups in this than I remember.
Oh, it's nothing to do with us. I mean, we might suck, but that doesn't have anything to do with power-ups. Duck! Sean, duck!
I just feel like I'm spending a lot of time in this game with the normal.
Wow. I feel like I wish we had a turbo controller. Because I honestly had forgotten that this didn't have turbo. We were talking about that before we started. I forgot that the Rapid was one of the power-ups you could get. I love the variety of this game too. Like, you've got the side-scrolling levels, you've got the vertical levels, you've got the quote 3D levels. It's just fantastic. It's just so good. It's just so good. And this guy. You shoot the arms first, right?
No, I think you shoot the eyes. Oh no, you shoot the mouth.
You can slow down. Nope, you
Oh,
shoot
I guess
the
you
arms.
shoot.
Ah! Oh, dang it! I remember that it would freeze up, and then you go boom, you go boom, you go.
Yeah, you shoot.
Die, clown. Do that, and then do this. I mean, really, this is a game, as difficult as it is, you can, if we were to play this for like a day and just memorize where every enemy placement is and all that stuff, I mean, you can beat this without dying.
It's definitely beatable without dying. I just don't agree that we ever did. It can absolutely be done.
Oh yeah, you gotta break.
Like, it could be done, like, Nick and Noah could do it. Not in their first try, but like, it's not
Eventually, yeah.
I'm not just saying it's doable for hardcore gamers. It's doable for
Gamers.
really anybody that puts a load in the
Gosh, 4 of them. Oh, grenade!
Watch out for the Tylenol.
Advil!
Look at those graphics.
But I mean, granted, for the time it came out, this was pretty BA, you know? Baracus. I do love that explosion sound. Is very nostalgic. Ooh, he almost got me.
So as long as you're ducking here, can you not be hit by anything?
No. Well, that's why they started doing the things that roll at you.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And then you got the Tylenol.
Oh, yeah.
No! I do think I fixed the lag. 'Cause I don't really feel like there's any lag. I feel like this is perfect. I feel like we would really notice it in this if it was still there, you know?
Oh yeah, this is a game where
You can't have it. Just like
can't have
Castlevania, also, you can't. Oh man. I just thought of something. I forgot. This is a long one. No, I don't like the jumping one, Sean. Here we go. I think this is the boss. I know wrong. Oh yeah, because you gotta do that first.
I don't know. Somehow
That was me?
Me.
Ah, these guys. I think it's weird that I mean these guys look like human soldiers fighting with the aliens. You know, I'm not a fan of that. Oh, you got to get them when they come together right now. What is that?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I hate the bubble. I remember hating the bubbles. Yep, bubbles got me. Bubbles got me.
I killed mine.
Yeah, I mean I was peppering it first. Bubbles. Dang it! I'm not even looking at the bubbles.
Remember Butthole Surfers?
Yes, I don't think I ever listened to them. All right, you want to do one more level?
Yeah, let's do one more. Is this Jumpin' Jack Flash? Winter Wonderland? Whatever it's called?
I think that's 6. I don't remember.
Snowfield.
Nope, there you go. 5. Dun, 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 dun.
We're like, I've never. Why are we above the tree? We're on like
Doesn't
some
matter.
floating snow bridge.
That's why, because we're on a
okay.
floating snow bridge. You should know that, Sean. I don't like grenades at this game!
I don't think though.
Oh,
I think they only hurt you with the explosions.
Well,
I don't want to find out.
I don't either. I need it. I'm bad at video games. Ah!
Oh no!
Narr, matey. Any day you want.
Wow.
What is the point of R if it doesn't work with the basic gun? Because like every other gun, well, no, I guess spread.
I think it just shoots a little quicker. I think you're wrong. But that doesn't do much.
Buzz the boomers.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I want to do a double jump. It's like I'm trying to do a double jump, but I can't do a double jump. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh. Bam. Oh,
Wow, Zers.
Oh, you got to?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He was like special ops or something. You. Here we go. Is this the snowplow?
It's the yeah.
I mean, it calls. What? How did you get my toes and not your toes?
My toe, my toe. The sound effect of when the hits register. It's so awesome.
I don't know why I'm leading the way. Yeah, I think the R definitely does shit a little bit faster.
Oh!
Are we to Jack already? Do we ever know if his name is if his name is actually Jumpin' Jack Flash, or is that just something we?
I feel like that was from the instruction manual.
I just love the sound of the gun. I love everything. It's so iconic. It's gonna be right here. I feel like if there's 2 players playing, chainsaw, remember the chainsaw show?
Yep.
If there's 2 players playing, oh, you can't even shoot them out of the sky. If there's 2 players playing, each power up should give 2 power ups, don't you think?
I agree. All right, this should be Jumpin' Jack.
Are we at Jack, or we got another snowplow?
Call Mr. Clown. That's my name. That's not Jumpin' Jack.
No, he's in the one that's inside, maybe? Or is he in?
I thought he was at the end of this. I think of him. with
Chainsaw,
snow.
chainsaw, 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 chainsaw! Wow, I'm alive. Yeah, chainsaw.
I guess that's it.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. The energy zone.
Yeah, this is Jump Jack Flash. All right, that was a lot of fun playing Contra. Now it's time to switch over to Super C. Right, left, down, up, A, B, select, start. Yay! Super C, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. I do have to say, this opening I do remember being pretty damn epic.
This is the only level that I really remember about this game. Yeah. I'm sure it'll all start coming back to me, but...
Like Celine Dion. Oh! I like that the bullets are a little bit bigger when you have the stick
and you can just hold the button down!
I'll just hate that. No, you can't just hold it down.
I can.
Well, because you have machine gun.
I guess. So what does R do?
R?
I mean, no, the R power-up.
Oh, I think it's letting me shoot a little faster.
Well, that's
stupid. It is pretty stupid.
Oh, down.
I love the effects of this level. Now, it'll be interesting to see how many times I have to continue in this quick playthrough that we're doing. Since you only get 10 lives! Right in my face. In the face. But I can't even tell you what the boss is of this level. Whoa, now I like that.
Yeah, fire
much
in this game
better.
Or fury or whatever. It is.
Flames.
Much better. Oh, wow.
Ooh, I want machine! God damn it, son of a mega. Rusev Crush.
Rusev Macha.
Here, can I get you something? I mean, if you were like a true Contra fan back in the day, then you just had to get a controller with turbo, because this is just...
I'm doing fine over here.
Well, yeah. Perfect timing. Oh, dang it! Ah, yes!
The helicopter. Or is it a plane? I guess it's a plane so far.
It's a plane, boss. The plane, boss, the plane! You young people have no idea what I'm even saying.
What is that from?
I don't know. Airplane.
No. It's from the TV show with the little...
MASH.
The little person.
You can't say that.
No, that's what I can't say. I can't say what I was about to say.
I was going to say, I'll get them, you get that. Good job.
That's not the boss. Maybe that was the boss. I thought that was a halfway boss. No, it's not the boss.
No, dang it.
No, that is the boss.
Okay.
Alright, very iconic first level.
Now who knows?
They don't even have level, like, names. And I forgot about this.
Oh, yes.
This was like a precursor to Contra 3.
Dang it.
Dang.
The bullets don't go all the way. I don't appreciate it. Is it like that in Contra 3 also?
Only with certain weapons. I think just fire and flames. Fire and...
Oh, the tank!
Laser!
I prefer this much more than the. If I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, whoa. I prefer it much more than the 3D levels in the first one. I mean, those are that's our memories. Is that? But like, this is cool. Sean, die. Okay, this is just cool.
Oops.
I got trapped. I need it.
Oh!
I'm gonna take.
What's the laser?
I just
laser
watched it hit me because I was looking at the laser power.
Oh, it's like another. It's chainsaw. Ooh.
But then this also does make me think of the fake version of Metal Gear that the NES got. You know?
Snake's Revenge?
No, the first one was altered also.
Was it?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like this.
It wasn't like this, but I'm saying just the whole
the
design aspect. Whatever. Gosh. Get our butts kicked, right? Yeah.
There you go!
I just realized you can't even get one-up power-ups in this game. I mean, in either. Wow! Bullets are everywhere! Screaming infidelities! I'm glad we were on the same page there. Taking it... Wait. Where your bullets
shoot this wall with a bullet until it explodes completely. Ah, yes.
Ah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to die. I'm going to have to continue.
Oh, he's got his taser.
Whoa! Alright, you're dead now, clown. I got it.
You're gonna die, clown!
Bam! Level 2, done!
It's an FJ Cruiser.
It is. Somebody sued Toyota for copyright infringement. This makes me long for the old days of Konami, I must say.
I was thinking that Konami is not the same.
Now
it's basically Contra level 1.
The graphics are much.
Oh, you can't duck under that.
They're much upgraded in this, I will say.
But I can't.
But I can't. What the heck?
I mean, I would agree with that, but at the same time, it's pretty similar. Like the sprites aren't a whole lot different, but it does.
But it's the backgrounds that are a lot different.
I don't know what to do with it.
You just gotta duck and shoot him and then jump and not shoot him. And then I got it.
Duck and shoot him and then jump and not shoot him. But I got you.
Yeah, I'm done.
Go. Can you join?
Nope.
Nope, but you can't pause it.
No. Get that?
Gimme.
That's what you need right there. It's mortar!
Oh, it didn't die.
It didn't. Oh boy, you're about to die though.
Nah, I'll get to this level.
I don't know if I can.
Let's see, sniper.
The other thing that this doesn't have that the first one does, not to spoil our review section, it definitely doesn't have the soundtrack that the first one does.
Oh!
Can you still not jump?
And gun. You know, I can't. Run! Get away from me!
He's so fast!
He's so fast!
I don't know why I did that. Don't tell me you gotta fight a boss.
Is this my last enemy? I mean, my last life?
You got 2 more. You get 0 counts.
Oh.
Whoa!
You can't jump much, but you can jump enough.
But you do know I love you. That may be all the jump I need. Holy gosh. At least everybody is still, at least all the soldiers are still one-hit kills in this.
Yeah.
All right, you got that was all right. All right, here we go, Sean.
Is this the wall? Oh
You
no,
have
it's
2
like
lives.
a tank.
Another tank?
Oh, it's a wall.
It's a Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Wow.
Am I hitting it?
Yeah, because it's dinging.
So far.
I mean, unless it goes all the way to that side of the screen, this is a pretty easy boss. Not to jinx you.
I don't.
Wow.
Okay.
Super C.
Is that the boss?
Nope, that's why it was easy. Oh boy. Now the level
earthquake.
thing is. Bomb?
There you go. That was
Battlestar
galactic.
Galactica. Yep.
Oh, I lost my barrier. Grief.
Eesh.
Oh no!
Sean
I can't
jumped
jump!
dead.
They wouldn't let me jump. I remembered that. All right, here we go.
You want to let me jump? I remember that.
Ah! Ah!
They wouldn't do you like that. They only do the single one.
Okay.
Man, they're good jumpers.
All right. Can I beat this?
No. Whatever. Oh, no, definitely not.
Oh,
man. That looks so cool.
I got this. I'm actually fairly confident. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Good. Oh no! Ah! Got me.
There's so many bullets.
Darn it.
Darn it. Hey, that was a lot of fun. That was Super C. And in case you guys forgot, now it's that time when we go to the scoreboard. Okay, on every episode of Versus, we rate these games in 3 categories, Sean.
We sure do.
Do you remember what they are?
Presentation, gameplay, replay value.
Nailed it. It's been a while, but we haven't lost a beat. Presentation. So when we talk presentation, we're talking graphics, sound, music, everything that encompasses all of
The audio-visual.
the audio-visual elements
aspect.
of the game. What do you think? I am very torn, I will just say that.
Yeah. So, like you said, I do think Super C is a little bit prettier. I can't put my finger on why. Some of it is just, it's the projectiles look a little cleaner, maybe. The sprites are, I think, identical or very close.
Sprites are very, very close. The projectiles are a little, well, the projectiles, the basic bullet, the basic B, is a little bit bigger, which gives you a little bit better hitbox, I would assume. I don't know. I'm not that into these games.
Plus, that first level with like the orange and purple sunset in the back is just beautiful.
The lightning, the thunder, all that.
But for me, it is audio visual, and like we touched on during Super C, it doesn't have that iconic soundtrack of the first one. It's got the same sound effects, I think.
Pretty damn close, if they're not exactly the same. Yeah.
But that music from the first one, the graphics to me are just about a wash. If anything, a hair in favor of Super C. But to me, the soundtrack of the first one tilts it back in favor of Contra.
The soundtrack, it's not even close. So I agree. I think when you're talking presentation with this one, I think you gotta give it to the original Contra.
Yeah.
Contra wins presentation. So gameplay. This one, I think I'm actually leaning towards the sequel, the Super C. And the reason I'm leaning towards it, let me see if you feel the same way, is I had forgotten about the overhead stages. Now, we didn't get to the second one. I know there's at least, I think there's 2 overhead stages, like there's 2 3D stages in the first one. That's just a lot more fun. It's not
It's
like
a precursor of what's to come
Exactly.
in Contra 3. To me,
you're not on rails, you know, like you are with what I would really say those hallways, those 3D stages, it's just on rails. And like we were saying, it's like, can they even hit us if we duck? Well, no, unless they throw a grenade or unless the barrels come. But when those barrels come, you just shoot them.
And Contra, besides the boss fights, not a lot changes from level to level. It's pretty much all the same enemies. Now, granted, we didn't get as far in Super C.
When you're working with 10 lives instead of 30, that's going to happen.
But, I mean, we saw different enemies from level to level. You saw the same basic enemies, but you saw new ones too. I gotta give gameplay to Super C.
I agree. Super C wins gameplay. Brings us to our final category, replay value. A lot of times in my mind, I think that when I think of replay value, I kind of side with the gameplay side of things. However, it's not that the gameplay is bad in Contra. Obviously, you'd have to be a psychopath to say that. But it's when you combine everything, when you combine the nostalgia, let's just be honest, because that's going to factor in, but when you combine, the gameplay is as great as it is. I would rather have the top-down levels, but everything else, you've got all the bosses that we remember, the iconography of the game. That soundtrack is one of the best in video games still, at least from that 8-bit era for sure, along with just the pure fun factor. And the fact that you do get 30 lives instead of 10 makes the game a lot more fun. Fun. What do you think for the replay value?
I agree with everything you're saying, and I'm okay with giving the point to Contra, but I would be remiss if I didn't try to change your mind.
Okay.
I'm actually leaning a little towards Super C.
Okay.
Now, maybe I'm getting a little bit out of the spirit of things. It's replay value, and obviously Contra has some crazy replay value because, like I said, I think I've beaten that game more than any other game in the history of games besides maybe Contra 3.
Yeah.
So obviously the replay value is there. However, I look at it from the fact of we just played a little bit of both. If you sat down and said, hey, let's take 20 minutes and play through one of these games start to finish, I would probably pick Super C right now. Now, maybe that's only because I've played Contra so much, and I've played Contra so much because obviously the replay value is there.
Right.
I'm very, very torn here. I feel like it's almost sacrilege to go against Contra, but I could go either way here.
I don't think it takes.
I don't know.
I don't think it takes anything away from Super C. I just think, for me, I think there's 2 things that differ between the games. You got the top-down levels in Super C.
Yep.
I love that. However, you do have the 30 live cheat in Contra, which I love that, obviously, compared to 10 lives. It's just like, it's not that a game should be easy, and we've talked about that on the podcast before, and people crying over games that are too hard and all this other stuff, and you don't know what we grew up with. Logan, Teen Young, y'all don't know what you're talking about. But just having the 30 lives, I think it adds to the replay value. I think it makes it more fun because it is just a tad more forgiving. It doesn't break up the action. Like, I didn't want to just start when we finished Super C right there. I'm like, we could play another level, but I don't want to have to start all the way back when you got all the way to the boss. We're right there, and then you got to start. There's no checkpoints in Contra or in Super C. So my vote goes to Contra.
It's hard to argue with that. I'm fine with it. I had to make the case for Super C, but Contra, it's an all-time classic. And like I said, maybe if I'm going outside of Contra, the only game maybe I've beaten more than Contra would be like Ninja Turtles 2 or 3 or Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time is up there as well.
All Konami games, oddly enough. But I mean, Contra easily top 5, maybe top 3 in terms of most times I've beaten said game. Obviously, the replay value is there. Can't argue with it. I'm fine giving the third point to Contra.
Replay value goes to the original Contra. But hey, before we finish up here, can we get a moment of silence for Konami?
Moment of silence.
We love you, Kojima. And that means the winner of this first versus matchup of Season 2 is...
Contra.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the first episode of Versus Season 2. What do you guys think? Did we get it right with Contra? Or did Super C the better game? Either way, make sure you hit that comment section down below. Let us know your thoughts on both games. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Share the video with your friends and family. And until the next episode, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.